Hey, welcome back to my channel. This time it's about binding this to a class method lesson on freeCodeCamp React. So you've been provided with an example here, an app component. And in the app component, we've already set the state. We've already done the initial state of the text with hello and set the state already with the required text of you clicked. And all you need to do are two things. One is you will learn how to bind the handle click method in the constructor, and also in the render method what you need to do is to define the this, because as of now when you click the button, nothing happens, the state doesn't change because this is not defined. But after you bind the this method in the handle click in the constructor, and also after you define it in the on click, that is, you need to do something that will trigger your the click button. Yeah, so let's see how that is done. Okay, so go to my constructor, and this only happens in the class component, remember. So this is a my component, which is a class component. You have a constructor props, and you can see initial state of text is hello, click, nothing happens. Yeah, so super props, this dot state text is equal to hello, just go below that, change code below this line. So how do you do the binding? All you need to do is this dot handle click, because it's a handle click event after that, right? So this, just remember, whatever event is following that handle click, so you need to bind that. So this dot handle click dot bind this, that is the this keyword, and do exactly like this, the handle click, yeah, dot bind this dot handle click equals this dot handle click dot bind this. Simple as that. So if you bind this, then after this you need to go inside your render method. And remember, this has to be done always inside the constructor, the binding. Just keep this step in mind. So this dot handle click is this dot handle click dot bind this. Okay. Now in your handle click event, you can see this dot set state. The state has been set as text you clicked. We already done this dot set state in our previous lesson. So go to the render method. Inside the render method, you have a button click happening, right? So the state is obviously this dot state dot text based on the initial text. Okay. So now you go inside the button and define this that you've bound here in the handle click, so that when you click the button, it will trigger the handle click method. That's the idea. So button, define the button. It's just a button here without any action. So button, what happens? On click. So this button on click equals, so that means on clicking this button, what do you say? This dot handle click. That means whatever you have bound there, this keyword on the handle click method, that will be defined here in this button. Then only it's connected. Yeah. So when you connect it this way, what happens is the button on receiving the click event will trigger the click event. So that's the idea of doing it this way. So button, which was just a button, inactive button earlier. So in order to make it active, you say button on click. It's just like a language button. On click, what happens? This dot handle click. This is defined here by connecting it to handle click, and already you've bound this in the constructor. Yeah, inside the constructor. So this will connect it to the handle click method, so that the handle click method will trigger it inside the button. You clicked. When you click the button, it's already updated the state to you clicked. So had the text been something else, say you didn't click or click me again, it will show you that text. So that means it will update it as per what you've set the state, and it will trigger the button. So that's the idea of doing the this dot handle click here and also binding it inside the constructor. So that's quite simple. If you want to have more such React lessons, do not forget to smash that like button and the subscribe button and the personalized notification button. Okay, so we've already seen how it is run. So yes, got it right. So let's go to the next lesson. See you in the next lesson.